Pookie, you are not ready to hear this, but you need to hear this because guess what? You have been sleeping wrong, potentially. Maybe a lot of you have been sleeping wrong, okay? Listen, let me get ready here. Okay, so, attention. Are you sleeping enough? I know, Mom, stop nagging me. I'm sleeping enough. I'm adult. I can decide how much I want to sleep and whatnot. But, are you? For example, are you one of those cutie patooties who is awake until 1 or 2 a.m. every single day and has to wake up at 6 or 7? And you feel like you're awake when you wake up? Nah, sister, you're not awake. You're not. I know, okay? I know! Because I'm one of them! I do this! And it's not good. It's not good. Listen, I am the last one to admit that 8 hours of sleep is good. But turns out it is. So let's talk about how to actually sleep. Parentheses for trans people. Because we need it more than anybody else. So, number one, yes, it can depend on how old you are, how your genes, DNA, and whatever the hell, and what t-shirt you're wearing and stuff like that, how many hours you actually need. But a vast majority of people, probably 60% plus, if not even more, need 6, 7, or 8 hours of sleep. And here's the thing. There are some things you can do, for example, to train yourself to have less sleep. There are people, for example, who have 2 4-hour sleeps, right? That's together is 8 because your circadian rhythm, is that what it's called? The RMS sleep phase or whatever. That's around 4 hours, right? So you can technically do one cycle of it instead of 2, then wake up, have half your day and do the other cycle. And guess what? That is literally how our ancestors, caveman people, did it. Because they were awake when the sun was up. Then they did a napsy. And then we were awake again and stuff like that. And of course there was work. We were working in shifts and stuff but nowadays you can't, okay? Because you have to wake up at 6. Be ready at 7. Be at work at 8. You have a 30-minute lunch break at 12:30. Then you have to keep on having your brain engaged. Depending on your job, you're either done at 3, 4, 5, or even 6, some people even later. Then you have to go home. You need to de-engage your brain again, right? Maybe you watch a silly YouTube video. And then your brain can slowly recharge again. And optimally, and sometimes I do this, right? You would want to go home, nap for 30 to 40 minutes, then wake up. Because that kind of resets your brain to do other activities hobbies or house stuff and stuff like that, because your brain has reset from work mode. And there's a real thing some people do. The hard thing, of course, is to not have these 30 to 40 minute naps turn out that you wake up at 4 a.m. and you're shit, my whole day is gone and I have to wake up to go to work again, okay? That has happened to me as well, but don't tell nobody, okay? So how much do I sleep? Let me tell you. On days where I work, if I'm a good cutie patootie, I get 7 hours. I very rarely get the 8 because even, and I hate to admit this, right? Even when I'm very good, I'm a very good girl, I stop my PC activities, I go to my bed. Technically, I have 8 hours of time before I need to wake up. I will take my phone out and do phone activities. Scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Scrolling. Oh yeah. And then of course it's 2 a.m. and suddenly I only have 4 hours to sleep. It's not that bad, okay, but it does happen. On more realistic days, I do get 7 to 6.5 hours of sleep. Most days where the next day is a working day, I get 5 to 6, and I know that's too little. And I'm not telling you to do it like I do. I'm telling you to do better. Do better than me. So that's it. I am, however, on days where I don't have to wake up to work, something very weird happens. Yesterday, unhealthy, by the way. I was awake till like 5 a.m. Or rather, today I was awake till 5 a.m. And I put my alarm to like 11, right? So that would be like 6 hours of sleep, or maybe 12. So it was 7 hours. Guess when I woke up? Guess? 2:23. So my brain slept like 3 hours longer, even though I had an alarm and I don't know what happened. So basically, on like most days where I do not have to wake up for work, my brain refuses to wake up and is probably like trying to like get all the sleep back that I like didn't get in the work. By the way, I think that's a myth. I don't think you can like pre-farm sleep and like re-farm sleep when you had like too little. I don't think that's real. Anyway, let's talk about how you can actually, it's like 6 minutes into the video, right? But now let's talk about how you can actually manage to get more sleep, okay? Here's what I do. There's like one life hack, and it really depends on like the type of person you are, right? You're either a person who likes to shower in the evening, or you're a person who likes to shower when you wake up. If you do both, that's a bit overkill. Let's be honest, it's a bit overkill, okay? Most of the time, I try to shower when I wake up to like wake me up and stuff and stuff like that. But that takes time in the morning, like at least half an hour. So sometimes when I like want to sleep in longer, I will shower in the evening, right? Be like all washed up, all warm, all cutie patootie and wet in bed. Don't take it the wrong way. And I will sleep then. And then when I wake up, I'm still showered. I don't have to take another shower, right? That saves me like half an hour. That means I can sleep like half an hour longer. And of course, that only works if that half an hour is like not taken away from the like sleep schedule, right? So you don't do it too late in the evening. You got what I mean, right? You're a smarty cutie patootie. Then this is like, two types of people. You either like a warm room to sleep in or like a cold room to sleep in. And I know like the stereotypes of like German people is they sleep in like cold AF rooms. I am not one of them. To sleep in my room, I sleep in socks. You can hate me, but I sleep in socks. And I also have like two, what is the name? Not pillow, the other thing that covers your body. 2 sheets? No, that's under you. Two blankets. I have 2 blankets, right? I have 2 blankets. I have one normal blanket. It's a winter blanket. And I have one weighted blanket because then I feel like I'm getting smushed and that's amazing. So I have 2 blankets. It's warm. I have my socks on. I have my ASMR to sleep to. Very rarely I will make some like random like rain noises or whatever, but most of the time it's just a random ASMR video. I have my blush right next to me and my Satan plushie. And like, it's amazing. I have my 2 little pillows, and you really need to listen. You really need to like figure out what your preferred pillow situation is, because I don't know how like most people in like older generations, like my mom and my dad, sleep on those like effed up pillows. These like giant pillows, the giant pillows that are literally half size of your body. They just slap them on the bed and put their head on them. I like, bitch, what is this? I have 2 tiny pillows. One, actually both of them are memory foam, right? So they are like very fluffy and very cool. One is like a rectangular, that's like that's the first like layer, and on top of that is like one of those like special pillows that has like the dent for your neck and stuff and your head, so your head shape and stuff like that. It's amazing, right? I have two pillows, right? So really, you need to figure out what you like, because like I would never be able to fall asleep on these like giant old stupid pillows that all the old people use. Like I would lay awake for like 3 hours sometimes and not be able to sleep. Ever since I myself got a mattress, and I wish that one mattress company would sponsor this video, but they didn't. I have a random ass mattress from IKEA, but like I tried many of them out when we were there to shop, and then I have like 2 good pillows that I like. It's so good to sleep in. It's so good to sleep. It's so good to sleep in, okay? It's so good. Then, honestly, this also, I'm saying like for every single point here that this is something that depends on the type of person you are, but guess what? It's not like one sheet fits all and stuff like that, Some people cannot do with like caffeine right before sleep because it keeps them awake. And those people we call neurotypical people. But we are not neurotypical people. I, for example, am calming down with caffeine. So I probably at like 8 p.m. am still like drinking like a G Fuel or whatever, right? So that helps me sleep as well because I'm like, I'm like, calm down. I'm like, calm down. Hot tip though, do drink like some kind of fluid, like a glass or 1.5 glasses of something like water or milk if you wanna, or some other stuff, right? Before you go to sleep. Because like my ADHD ass sometimes forgets to drink. And I know it's like weird to say drink something before you sleep when I say you forget, because you probably forget that you want to drink something before you sleep as well. But like just put like a bottle with drink right inside or right beside your bed or like on top of the bed so you see it when you try to sleep. Because I had so many times when I would like wake up at 1 or 2 a.m. and thinking I am fucking dying. My throat is like so parched and I'm like, what's wrong? What's wrong? Is this the day? Is it it? And then I will realize you have not had like a drink in like 13 hours. What are you doing? And then I will run to the bathroom, drink like half of the water supply that comes out of that sink, and then I go back to sleep. But like ever since I had like my little water bottle right next to my bed and take like a few sips before I go to sleep, I don't wake up from thirst anymore. And let me tell you, waking up from thirst is such a weird experience, right? Because you wake up and the first thing you do feel is not like, why am I awake? It's actually, oh my God, I need to drink something. And that's such a weird thing. And I don't know if that happened to like anybody else, but it's happened to me. So I'm telling you, drink something, baby girl. Let's see. We talked about blankets. We talked about sheets and like pillows and showering and drinking. Again, it's like ASMR. Make your sleeping environment as comfortable as you need it to, right? If you need the heater on, like I do it. If you need complete silence, try to do that. You know, like these clocks that do. I will literally burn and destroy an atomic bomb every single one of them, because if I hear even the slightest ticking noises anywhere in my goddamn room, I'm gonna flip the hell out, okay? I'm gonna scream and shout and let it all out, and you will feel it with me. Because like if these clocks, I don't know who the fuck invented them, probably a deaf person, because you hear when you're trying to sleep. So either have a digital clock, have your phone or whatever. I can't listen. I like ASMR. I cannot deal with these goddamn motherfucking, sorry, this is a rant about clocks now. That was not meant to be a rant about clocks. So we talked about that. But again, listen, if I could, I would sleep like a literal vampire, okay? I want to sleep in like a place that is just big enough to fit my body. I basically want to feel like I'm suffocating. I need complete silence and complete darkness, okay? Maybe I just want to be like in a womb or something. I don't know. So that's like my optimal sleeping place. Let me see. Leamington. And then I like to put like multiple alarms on. I'm like one of those psychopaths who has like 7 alarms that are all like 2 to 3 minutes apart to like wake up. And that's amazing. But does it help you sleep? I mean, it gives you like the confidence that you will actually wake up. Don't believe me what I just said. Sometimes you will not wake up from that, but like you will feel like you can be able to wake up from that. Okay. Anyway, that's me. That's my sleeping thing. Hope it helped you as well. Anyway, I don't have more to say, I think. Bye. Bye.